Hello and welcome to Written Words and another video on our theme of the origins of English. We've taken a look at a timeline of the evolution of the English language, and we've examined some key works of literature that illustrate that evolution. So in today's video, we're going to look at some particular words, thee and thou. What do they mean? What's the difference between thee and thou? How are they used? And why don't we use them anymore? The word thou means you. It used to be used as a singular form of the pronoun you. You or ye also existed, but that was used as a plural pronoun, or used in a formal or polite context, a bit like the French word vous and the equivalent in many other languages today. So in some older texts, in Shakespeare for example, you will find thee and thou, but you will also find you. But over the years, it has been simplified to just you. We say you when we mean one person, we say you when we're talking to several people, and we say you whether we're talking to a close friend or somebody in authority or somebody we don't know very well. You is the universal pronoun for the second person in English now. There are, however, some parts of Britain where thee and thou are still occasionally used, for example, in the Yorkshire dialect. And if you are interested in learning more about the Yorkshire dialect, a link to my earlier video on that is in the description below. But mostly in the 21st century, we just use you for all purposes. Thou was used when it was the subject of the sentence. The subject of the sentence is the person doing the action. Thee was used when the person was the object of the sentence, meaning the person was having the action done to them. Then there were also the possessive pronouns thy and thine. Thy corresponds to our modern version your, and thine corresponds to yours. So let's take a look at an example of thee and thou in use. The example I've chosen is an extremely well-known version. It's Sonnet number 18 by Shakespeare. Sonnet number 18 begins, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" So he's used thee because it's the object of the sentence. I is the subject doing the action, and thee is the person on the receiving end. And the second line is, "Thou art more lovely and more temperate." He uses thou here because thou is the subject this time. Thou art, you are. So let's enjoy the whole sonnet. "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee." So hopefully that has clarified a little those two very well known but not necessarily very well understood words. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and in the meantime, happy reading and happy writing.